Hey everyone, happy Saturday. Thanks for joining me today for our yoga session, kicking off the weekend with a nice yoga flow. Hello, Shafali, Bhaskar, Mr. Mirza. Thank you so much. Awesome, good to see you guys. Setu, Praveen, hello. Wonderful, just gonna give it a couple more seconds for everyone to join in. Chetan, Vikesh, great to see you. Hi, Amrita. Hello, everyone. Feel free to, just before we start, we'll be turning the comments off. If you have any questions right now, you can just shoot it. And otherwise, we'll wait to the end of the session. So I'll just take a second to talk about the session before, as everyone keeps joining. We're actually gonna do a balancing theme today. I know it's been a really crazy few months and we've got to be able to balance all aspects of not only our life, but also ourselves, our heart, our head, our hands, our relationships. And it's really important that we don't skew the balance and give anything too much attention and neglect anything else. So in this session, as in every yoga practice, everything on the mat is applied off the mat. So I want you to keep in mind that correlation. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the very first sutra, 1.1, talks about all the states of the mind, and right away we're being told what is the secret to balance. So there's 5 states of mind, and the first one is murta, the dull state. We are not in that state. We're not in a lethargic state because you've come here today for this practice. So great job. The second state is a disturbed state, a restless state. You can't do anything when we're completely agitated, so that doesn't apply to us today. Third state is a vikshipt state, which is partially focused. So I'll tell you something about balance. If you're 50% in and 50% out, you won't be able to balance. Unless 100% of your energies and mind is concentrating on balancing, gravity is going to tip you over with just half of a degree of non-stability. So the partially focused state of mind will not work for us. We've come to the fourth state of mind, which is the focused ekagra state. Concentration is absolutely essential for what we're going to do today, and this is going to give us a sense of purification by removing completely all random restless thoughts of past, future, this activity, that activity, one pointed state of mind, no multitasking. And that's why balance is 90% mental and 10% physical. That physical aspect is just because of the strength of your body, which is our vehicle for our practice. So let's keep this in mind as we begin our practice. The breath is our best friend in yoga, our beautiful vehicle for stilling the mind, calming the mind. Focusing is by regulating our breathing. So we're going to start with just a few minutes of breath work and then move into the asana practice. So you can join me in a seated position on your yoga mat. Alright, I hope everybody's come in by now. We're starting the session with an Omkar. You can come into a seated position in Sukhasana, Padmasana. Bring your palms in Namaskar Mudra. Take a deep inhalation for one powerful Omkar. Take a deep breath and already begin to come to the present moment, forgetting everything you were doing before, everything that was on your mind. It doesn't matter at this time. Slowly, with a smile on your face, you can open your eyes. And let's start practicing yogic breath with both our palms on the knees in this Gnana Mudra, first finger and thumb touching. Keep your head, neck, and back in a single line. Start breathing in through the nostrils. Expand your chest. Expand your belly. Exhaling, contracting your belly and the chest. Inhale through the nostrils, focusing on the changes in the body, opening of the rib cage, expansion of the belly. Exhaling by contracting, drawing in the belly, letting the chest fall, shoulders relax. This again, we're breathing in and breathing out. Remembering what I said, that the secret to balance is a controlled breathing pattern. Notice how all your energies and thoughts. Finishing our breath work, we'll move into a warm-up, standing on the mat in the center position, taking your feet 4 feet apart and opening your arms out wide like a 5-pointed star. Reach your arms up and bring them back down, feeling an arm rotation over your head. Exhaling, open the chest, we'll bring it back down. Inhale, hugging the world, lifting the arms in a state of joy. Exhaling and lowering the arms. Inhale and exhale. We'll add the legs in now as we bend down. Bend the knees into a deep goddess position. Raise your arms up as you straighten. And exhale, bend the knees, bring your arms down. Feel the opening of the hips. Inhale. Remember, it's a smooth movement down. Gentle opening up to stand straight. Lifting the arms, feeling on top of the world and giving yourself a deep stretch of the lower body as you come back down. Lovely job. Opening up all the major points of our body. The hip girdle, the chest, the back, the shoulders, the knees, hitting up all the joints, the ankles as you bend down. Enjoy this gentle opening and relax your arms. Bring your feet back together. Lovely job. Now we're going to just interlock your fingers behind your back and start to arch the back backwards, opening your shoulders, feeling the control from your legs to support you in this back bend. As you exhale, now we'll bring the back forward and we'll keep the lower body stable. Lift the arms up behind your head and feel a deep stretch in the hamstrings, in the arms. This way we've really completed. We've done a lovely bend and now we're elongating the body, the legs, the back, the arms. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhaling and slowly coming back up. And the last motion we can put our body in to complete the warm-up is a lateral position. Raise your hand up, stretch it all the way to the top and bend to the side, going directly above the ear and keeping the whole body without falling forward or backwards, staying in one straight line, only going in one direction, to the side. Straighten it out and relax the arm. Raise the opposite arm, stretch before you bend to the side. And keep the armpit open, elbow going over the ear. Feel a beautiful oblique stretch hitting the waistline, the back as well as the core. Raise up again and release the arm back to a Tadasana position. Lovely. We'll complete one Surya Namaskar. After that, we'll begin to balance. Coming into Samasthiti at the top of your mat now. You can keep your feet together and you can start to correct your posture, straightening out the back, rolling the shoulders, opening the chest, activating our core, tucking in the tailbone. Let's begin with our palms in the center for Pranam Asana. Inhale and raise up, Hasta Uttanasana, gentle arch. Exhale and bend forward completely into Padasana. Keep your knees as straight as you can and relax your head. If it's difficult to keep the knees straight, feel free to bend it, but try to keep your back straight. We don't want to hunch back in this position. We want a straight back. You can go for a half forward fold so that the back remains flat. Lovely. Press your palms into the mat and step your right foot back into Asva Sanchalana. Now press your knee and the toe flat. Feel a beautiful hip flexor opening. Hands to the waist. Open the chest. Looking forward. Inhale. Exhale and press your palms down. Step your left foot into Dandasana. We're in one straight line. Bend the knees, chest and chin for Ashtanga Namaskara. Flatten the whole body and raise your shoulders and chest open for Bhujanga Asana. As you straighten out, lift the hips up. Parvat Asana. Right foot comes forward between your palms. Press your left knee and toe down. Inhale and open your chest. Feel a beautiful stretch on the opposite side of the hip. Left foot steps forward and you can straighten the knees into Padasana. Exhale. Inhale and raise your arms up again into a gentle back bend. Exhale for Pranam Asana, back to the original position. Take a moment to breathe deeply. I hope you feel a little bit of a sweat and you're enjoying the practice. Thank you for your lovely comments. We're just going to turn them off now. Everyone should have joined in. Maybe you're already sweating like me. That's great. The perspiration is letting all the toxins be released from your system. Now let's come back to our breathing. Try to slow it down. Take deeper breaths. Come back to our center. Lovely. Coming into the center of your mat, our first pose is Vrikshasana, tree pose. We'll start with the first modification with the heel above the ankle. Take your hands on your hips for more stability. This is easy for you. You're ready for the level 2. Level 2 can bring your foot just above your knee and you can still maintain your balance. Level 3, lift up the foot all the way into the center of the inner thigh as high as it can go. Pushing your foot into the thigh so it doesn't fall down. Open the knee outside. And now, those of you that are balanced, take your palms into the center of your chest. Now, a tip here is to find a point in front of you, whatever it may be, something like the wall, a window, a chair, which is eye level to you. This is your drishti, our focal point. You can concentrate here. And that will help you with the gaze which is fixed. The eye stability will bring your body stability, and then you can breathe slowly so that you can bring mental stability. So we've got our ekagrata, our concentration, thanks to this focal point, and it's reflected from the eyes to our mind, to our breath, to our body, and we can really feel the whole interconnectedness of our system. So let's come 100% into this state and enjoy the present moment. Raise your palms above your head, stay concentrated, listening to the instructions. Try to straighten your elbows, bring your palms over your head. Elongate your spine. Feel the elongation all the way through to the ankles, the elbows, the fingers. And Anjali Mudra. Doing namaskar towards the sky. Slowly lower your palms. With control, without falling, release the leg gently back to the ground. Great job, everyone. Let's go for the other side. Starting in the basic modified position with only lifting the ankle. Keep raising up the foot till you find your level. Perhaps it's all the way up. If you need the support of your hands, you can keep it here throughout the next few steps. If you're finding yourself stable, then bring your palms to the center of the chest and slowly raise it all the way up above your head. If you fall, just come right back up and join us. Again, that's okay. It's practice is more important than perfection. So just give it your best try and leave the results up to the universe. Lower down your palms again and slowly release your hands and release your left leg back into Tadasana. The next position we're going to take is Eagle Pose Garuda. This is a little bit more intermediate than the last, using all the techniques from the last pose, the focal point, the regulation of breathing, the focusing on the present moment. Let's go into this eagle, starting with the hands on the hips. Straighten your right foot in front of you. Now cross it over the left. See if you can bend the knee and tuck your right foot into the calf muscle. And if this ankle doesn't rotate all the way and you can just keep your foot stuck out, no problem. Now we're already being challenged here because there's non-symmetrical position of our body. We're being tipped to the left. We're going to need strength in that left leg so that we can not fall to that side. So let's add some force to our leg, engage your muscles. Time for the arms, making a T. In the opposite way, take your left arm over your right arm. And the legs, we've got our right over the left, but we've got to balance it. So cross the left over the right, and then twist the arms around each other. Wrap them tight as they can go. Bring your palms together in front of your eyes so that it's centered. And now notice how we're no longer off to any side, we are centered. We've got equal weight on left, equal weight on the right. Now it's all on our strength to maintain this position. Breathe and anchor your concentrated mind on the breath. Fantastic job, everyone. Unwinding your arms with all the concentration. Don't fall yet. Take your legs back to the original position. And finally, breathe normally, naturally. Excellent job. Let's go on the other side. Left foot comes up, crossing over, hands on the hips. Wrapping the knee, tucking the toe. Arms out into a T. Opposite hand over opposite. Right over the left this time. Winding the hands. And if your palms are not able to touch in the perfect namaskar, that's okay. You've got to find what's comfortable for you. Yoga looks different on each person. So you can just hold on to your arms wherever they may be. And then again, center your gaze at that object in front of you. And inhale, exhale. Inhale deeply, exhale. Slow down the breath. Inhale, bring stability and stillness. More and more in this position. Finally, releasing your hands slowly with graceful control. Release the leg. Lovely job. we'll move on to the next pose. We'll go into warrior one, stepping our right foot back, 4 feet behind the left. Both feet are in one line. Bend your left knee in front of you, turn your hips all the way to the front. Raise your arms above your head and go a little deeper into this lunge position. Make sure the heels are flat on the ground. Now, we're going to bring our arms forward, just above the knee. I'm only moving back so that you can see me. With our arms forward, we'll start to press into the front foot. With all the weight now on the front foot, we'll start to come to the back toe of the foot. Now we're only using the toe for support until we're ready to even lift the toe off. Balancing solely on one leg. Straighten the back toe in line with the arms, complete parallel line, and make sure that you can still find a new gaze in front of you in this position to help you stay here in warrior 3 while you breathe and stay in the present. Remember that if you deviate your mind for a moment, you will fall. You need the conjunction of all the muscles and the mind and the breath. Excellent job, everyone. Release the toe and the reverse order. Bring your palms back into the chest and come back to the center. Relax your arms, step your feet together. That was definitely a challenge. You should pat yourself on the back if you managed to do that without falling. Now we're going to go into the other leg. So you can switch with the right foot in the front, left foot back. You've got our heels in one line, back foot is 45 degrees. Go into warrior 1, back knee straight, right knee 90 degrees. Raise your arms above and bring your palms in front of the knee. Start shifting all the weight into the front foot completely. Yes, push the foot down. Make the back foot lighter. Lift it up to the toe. Raise it when you're ready. If you're not ready, stay on the toe and practice this modified version, just with the toe down. As you completely straighten the body, level the hands with the feet, engage your glutes, engage your quadriceps, straighten the base knee. You're going for the ultimate warrior position. This balancing act is no easy feat. You're going to need all the tips we discussed today. When you're ready, slowly relax the back foot gently to the mat and relax your arms, set the feet together and breathe. Lovely. The next position, I'll give you a second. I know that takes a lot of focus, so that was great. You must have gone into a dharana in yoga, which is basically concentration. And the last step before samadhi, we've got single pointed focus, and then we've got no thoughts altogether. So that is a great motivating factor that you're already in the most pure state of mind, apart from samadhi. Now, the final challenging pose, we'll take our hands underneath the right thigh, lift the knee up. Lovely. Now we've got different levels for everyone in this. No, not to worry. You can stay here with your hands interlocked under the knee. And then as much as possible, you can try to extend that right leg forward. That's fine for you. If you want to keep the knee bent, that's all right. Those of you that are going ahead with me, you can even now take your right hand towards the ankle or the big toe. As you extend in the same way, your hand goes with it. See if you can straighten the knee completely. The hand can come onto the left hip and try to lift the foot in front of you with the help of your hand. If you're going for the ankle, do the same with the ankle. Good job, everyone. Try to stay with me now. We're gonna open this leg to the right side, outside completely. Feel a beautiful hip opening. Use a tight grip of your fingers to stay joined with the foot. Again, if you've got your hands underneath, in this modified version, do the same thing, just rotate out the leg to the side and start to straighten the leg completely. That's absolutely perfect. Take another deep breath without falling. Return to the center. Lovely job. Last challenge, to take the left foot, hand to the right foot, and release your right foot, hand to the hip. Twist your body to look to the right. Feel this amazing feat going on with the help of your whole body coming into this pose. Finally, release your hand and gently relax the foot. Wow. What an amazing phenomenon. Can do so many things we never thought. Now, whatever we do to the right, we must do to the left. You can raise the knee towards the chest, interlock your fingers under the thigh. Try to straighten the leg as much as you can. If you're finding this possible, grip onto the toe with the 3 fingers of your palm, first 3 fingers. Right hand goes to the hip. Try to straighten the knees. Hasta Uttan. Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana. A. Turning out the foot to the left side for B. Just rotate the left hip. Straight, keep the knees straight, stand tall. Yes, you can do it. Find your level, return to the center. Hold the foot with the opposite hand. Left hand comes to the hip. Turn your head out away from the foot and start to feel the twist. Again, if your knee is bent, do the same thing with a bent knee. Just twist to the back and balance. This is so tricky because now you've lost your focal point and you've got to find a moving focal point. So much inner stillness is required. Finally, return the gaze and the foot gently. Releasing this pose. Taking another deep breath. Rebalancing yourself in Shitala Tadasana. Open your palms up towards the sky. And find your center. Really proud of everyone. Hope you're all doing okay. And we're going to move on to the floor. Yes, we can keep up the balancing act using other parts of our body. Coming into a tabletop position, you're going to keep your knees underneath your hips and your palms underneath your shoulders. We'll start with an easy balance with the right hand and the left leg, stretching it forward and back. Lovely. Now in this pose, we're contracting the glutes, engaging our quadriceps, and our own overall sense of balance, so that we can, you put the correct amount of pressure in the palm as the knee. You'll always feel that you've never really found stillness. Is everyone else feeling that? That there's a constant movement, because the body is always moving, the blood is flowing, the blood is flowing. There's never an actual stillness unless you're a dead body. And that's why the concentration comes in constantly, because without it, we are not still. And that's a simple fact. Releasing the hand and the knee, stretching out the right and stretching out the left arm. Refine your center, use the core as your core. It's called core for a reason. And that's keeping us up and stable. The core even includes the glutes, not just the abdomen. A few more seconds. Holding is the most difficult thing in yoga, is maintaining a pose. Release the left hand, and the right leg. Excellent job. Take a gentle break. You've earned it. Absolutely. Come into Vajrasana with your hips above your feet. Open your arms out wide for a gentle back bend, gentle arch with your palms behind you. Open your lungs. Take in the oxygen, fresh. And come forward to relax your head into the mat. Child's pose with your palms in front. Beautiful exhalation. Exhalations are so beautiful because it's all about letting go and feeling light. And physically as well, there's a lot of purification taking place in the exhalation, which is why we focus more on that than even inhalations. As you take this moment to rest, relax not only physically but mentally. Always come back to your heartbeat. Walk your hands back and lift up the chest. We'll return to a tabletop position. This time add another element to our balancing act. Starting with the left leg and the right hand, we're going to take the right hand back. Bend the left foot and grab onto this ankle. Now we're going to lift this knee up higher and start to arch the back. That's right. So we don't want the opposite arm, the opposite foot. We want the same side. That you're going to give yourself a big range of motion for your hip and the knee. And drive up that knee and foot. You can go as high as you like, as long as you can keep the balance, right? So no matter how flexible you are, you cannot go ahead without this balance, using the rest of your body. Lovely. This is tiger pose, releasing the left knee and the left hand. Take a deep breath, lifting your right foot, bringing your right hand back, hold on to the ankle. Start to use a tight grip and pull up the knee with your hand. Drive higher, higher. Tighten the core. Tighten, tighten, and arch. Breathing in, breathing out. Muscles are begging for oxygen. Slowly release the knee back to the original position and the palm. Open your knees a bit wider. Sitting on the feet, open the knees into Virasana. Lovely. Sitting with the wide-legged position. We'll walk the hands back into Adho Mukha Virasana, pressing the chest into the mat, feeling relief in the back. Beautiful soothing sensation in the mind. Exhale deeply. Walking your hands back into the center. It's lovely. Bringing your feet together, and we're going to finally collapse the body into Vajrasana and move your legs forward into Dandasana. Bring down the elbows and gently lie down in corpse pose. Take a deep breath and spread apart your feet and your arms. You must be already in a very calm, undisturbed state of mind. Use that as a vehicle to go into a meditation. Closing the eyes, releasing all effort from the body. Starting to feel distance and detachment. Observing our body like a third person. There's something going around in my heartbeat. There's some tingling sensation in my fingers, in my feet. There's some movement in my stomach, in my chest. Watch it. But also observe the distance between this thought and the sensation from you. Now that might sound absurd, but how come it feels so right? How come it feels so right that what you're observing and watching is maybe someone else? Entertain that thought in this meditation. Become aware of the observer, the all-knowing energy. That awareness that took you through this whole practice today, that guided you to use your intuition to make all your decisions, to navigate the mind, body, and heart. Acknowledge that supreme intelligence. Our source of life. As you come into the state of ultimate balance, if balance is stillness, then that is the dead body, thoughtless, motionless, nirodha. Not even concentrated anymore. We move to the fifth state of mind as Patanjali describes nirodha. Let go, let go. And slowly wiggle your fingers and the toes and return life back into the body. Bend the knees to the side and move into a fetal position. You can raise your arm and rest your head on the arm. The eyes still closed. Slowly push your hands into the earth and lift up into Sukhasana. Bring your palms again into Namaskar. The connection had just paused because of some technical error. So I hope that we just completed our session. So we'll just say namaste to you all. And thank you again for joining me. I hope I didn't lose you for too long during that interruption. If there's any other questions, feel free to shoot them. And if not, then have a great rest of your weekend. All right. I wish you all stay safe and stay happy. I'll see you soon for your next class on Saturday. Thank you so much.